They're going to have to find those adjustments because teams are going to start beating away Invasion more and more like we're seeing here. And they've played Terminal a couple of times. They're 0-2 on it. LAG, this is their first time on this map.
All right, well, let's get into it. Now, I've had basically zero control of my body temperature for those at home. So if I have less clothes on sometimes, more clothes on, things are going to be happening here. Joe's had to give me ice baths a couple times this week. It's been a wild week. I have been out of it. But what are friends for, Joe?
Yeah, I found a couple of great sponges, and they've worked well.
Oh, into Terminal. We get back into the swing of things as Estriel and DiamondCon getting us firing here early. But what a big win it was from Heretics. Because, you know, after they started off and we had them in, you know, your top 3, top 4, we kept saying, even our podcast, they haven't beat anybody. First people they are challenged by Seattle, they lose. I didn't see that 3-0 coming yesterday. That was impressive stuff.
No, it was. You know, obviously, you know, for OpTic, if there's a game you're going to lose, you probably want to do it before the major.
100%.
But I think, you know, you got some of your comfort maps, but it's just, I mean, Metals was incredible yesterday. Watching this team, you're not going to see it very often on this map, right, just due to the nature of Terminal Hardpoint. But they're a team who like to pull out multiple rivals. They play with a very quick pace. We'll see that again at map number 3, Control. It just feels like when they have certain areas locked down, they're going to fly with their SMGs. But here a chance for LAG. They had some good time, and they're going to find the security spawn, so they're going to push on through after the kills. But number 8, Journey, trying to pinch that once again. So a nice play here from LAG. And we just heard that interview, right, from Inside. He's like, this LAG team, they are very good in scrims. Can they translate it now into this?
Well, I'm not, like, surprised to hear that because I think your nice takeaway last week after LAG got a nice win was, like, this team's good. Like, they're above, like, you know, maybe not the tier 1, but right below that, like, they have a lot of potential. Then they get smoked by Røkkr. I'm like, I don't know what they are. But it didn't shock me to hear that, though, from Inside, because they clearly have the potential. When they look good, they look like a very good disciplined team.
Yeah, this man right here, Fame, I mean, he just is so hot and cold. If you look at the wins the last couple of weeks, he's either leading or one of the leaders. When they are losing, he's got like a 0.6 in both of the matches. Yeah. So he's got to find some consistency on this team in the respawns. But we saw, you know, in the pregame, right, their search and destroy just needs to be a little bit better. But a nice job right there from LAG, starting on the bad side. Getting in, what, 50 points for P1 and P2. Now they're just going to play a little bit disciplined here through this play. And as Heretics going to get set up. But just keep an eye on that mini-map. We're going to go back over towards Røkkr next.
But for now, yeah, we'll focus on a plane as they start to work this pinch on through. But as Fame drops, the pinch sort of falls apart. But you get some kills working up through Slide. There comes in the double chow, but there's still 1 player left. And that's going to be Metals with 7 HP and 3 kills in a row. Now you talked about Røkkr. We'll start to focus on that start of the map. As the big rotation starts to come in, you have security side spawns. What are you seeing, though, Joe, on the map?
Well, this is interesting. I mean, you have a lot of presence here. When those trades went down over towards plane, 2 players from Miami, they actually spawned top Skyz. And with 30 seconds left, they are thinking, let's go for this. Right, so you already have Lucky inside. He has a trophy for now. So with 30 seconds left, LAG, their focus is on getting control of Røkkr. But now you already have a 2-man setup here watching the cross, but Lucky does get taken down. Can Journey get through? He's able to find one more onto Fame, but nobody on the hill. For right now, this is a win for the Heretics.
100%. You got all that playing time. This is gravy, right? Like a 100%. You stop them getting across. There's a 4 down. Now, guess what? Now you get across with 45 seconds left. Journey on 5 in a row. That's about as good as you're going to see it from playing to Røkkr.
No, that is amazing out of Miami, and then Journey just right through the pinch. And as soon as we start gassing it up, they get broken right back through back security. So a chance here for LAG to find maybe the rest of this time, but at least set up for Røkkr to get right back in the game.
Yeah, the rest of this time, there's not going to be much time by the time they get there. You got 20 seconds left to go. Heretics lead going to be building up to, what, 90-ish points if they get the rest of the time, but it doesn't look like that'll be the case. As the kills come through on the cross, no one able to get through. The one person that will get there will be on LAG. That'll be Fame. So now we'll look at the mini-map as the next big rotation comes up. Bookstore getting ready to pop. Number 4 on the mini-map, and DiamondCon will be the guy there for LAG. Let's focus down on the rotation, Joe.
Yeah, and I think if you're Miami, obviously you want to get them off the hill, but you're thinking into the future, right? Sort of, how can we get this
I can see the future.
I believe it, right? Right through the crystal ball of that dome of yours. No doubt about it, but they're already thinking about security spawns, and a couple of players do spawn out, so it's a 2-2 split right now. Heretics may not know this, but there's one more player left. That's going to be Estriel all the way in the back, and he's just kind of lurking. and they know they have to deal with him, but the focus is on Fame right now as it is both teams spawning out, and actually Lucky's gonna spawn there, and so is Fame. So Fame is still there. Lucky now knows it. It's getting crazy back here, and somehow LEG has security. I don't know what the hell just happened.
Sometimes that's Call of Duty for you. It just happens so fast. You're breaking down one thing, gets flipped on its head before you finish your sentence. But it will be LAG still inside with 10 seconds remaining. They've started to claw back into this one, but the great 3-4 for Heretics, the reason they've got this advantage. And now let's see as we get ready to go into our next set of rotations, if Heretics can keep it rolling or LAG will start to bring it back. A big fight here at first at top Eskies. So far, Heretics, they've got locked down.
Yeah, I mean, this is, obviously you don't have the security spawns, but Bush Store they made messy. Our Burger Town, they've done a very good job. And it's kind of the same thing here. With this 60-point lead, almost 70-point lead, you're just trying to find as much time as you can, putting the pressure on LAG.
Well, isn't that usually like how it goes once the maps have been played a bit more in the sense of like, when there is something as important as security spawn, or like a control that's so defensive heavy, teams get better at dealing with that. Like when you're not in those positions, that's usually what we'll see. And yeah, you've seen some great stuff from Heretics not necessarily in that position. Speaking of Heretics though, let's hear the vamos. Let's get to the comms. Go to Heretics listening.
Túnel de punto, tiene trophy. No sé dónde coño está, Está tumbado, roto. Aguanta,
escúchame, ¿podéis venir por pasillo? ¿Vamos a ir por el fondo derecha? ¿Vais a ir por derecha?
No, vamos a ir por pasillo.
Vale, pues venid por pasillo. Pegarme un fake check al carrito. ¿Está en carrito?
Uno fondo escáner, ¿vale? Uno fondo escáner.
No, info tumbado.
Escuchado.
Uno fondo escáner, ¿vale? Uno fondo escáner.
Punto.
Estoy esperando, Juan.
Punto a la izquierda.
El carrito del árbol,
Carrito de árbol muerto, fondo escáner otro.
Por la izquierda. En hacia bien avión cerca.
punto, chavales. Firme un tiro punto a la
¿Estás bloqueando
izquierda.
el fondo o no?
La izquierda del punto, chavales.
Sí, voy a intentar.
Hay que hacerlo de frente. Os tengo que hacer tiro punto ahora.
Aguanta el cruzado.
Pasillo Diamond, ya. Se tira abajo ahora, que se tira abajo.
Contigo.
Ya la Sault. Se tira abajo.
Escúchame, podemos jugar al siguiente,
Falta solo el punto, gente.
No hay info, estoy una bala, no puedo salear.
Haz cualquier otro. Al final de descanso. Hay una info. Te abre derecho una burger al de derecha.
Escúchame, yo te tengo de Juan.
Dos en info y uno anterior. Dos en info. Tienes que mirar de Javi.
Vale,
No te lo tengo bien, bro.
Vale, me voy. Me quedo este minuto.
derecha, gente.
Cuidado a la derecha, Fame. Que no sube por rampa,
El conector, salta para abajo.
Que no sube por rampa.
Está aguantando el spam,
Van a hacer mal estos, ¿vale?
Van a hacer
Rampa, Diamond entra ya.
Entra detrás.
Está
aguantando vivo. El anterior está vivo aún, ¿vale?
Este anda hace esquís.
No le veo, está en la bomba.
We exit the comms there from Heretics. Not much for Joe and I to break down as we aren't fluent, but it's a 20-point game now. Guerrillas start to climb back into this one. Fame having a map, 21-11.
And it's kind of a couple of ways Miami can play this, right? Obviously, you want control of plane, but just again, knowing their spawning security side, it's kind of the opposite here, where they're just going to make sure number 1 and 3, Assault and Estriel, does not find their way into Burger, but you're going to have a vehicle set up here with Journey, and there we go. They're going to find this cross. So you're going to be down some time, maybe about 20 seconds. The rest of the plane will go their way, but you are already set up for the end game if you are Miami.
And what was the deficit? About 70 or so, as much as Guerrillas were out of it. So yeah, they really bring it back. And well, Lucky does bring a fight to plane, takes that one-on-one. Now is getting some time there inside airplane as well as you said, kind of having the in-game down.
Double dipping.
This starts to look better. Yeah, double dipping's a good way to put it, Joe.
Yeah, double dipping. So yeah, they're actually still going to be in the lead. They just say with 2 or 3 people, we can watch this cross no problem. They should still have the spawns. The issue is now, nobody in the hill for them, but with Journey's 2-piece, that should be enough. Maybe if they can get a trophy down. Lucky's cutting off the spawners. This is full control here for Heretics.
Yeah, I know a lot of trophies there for LAG, but yeah, you're looking to get one down inside of the point if you are Heretics, but laying down, soaking up time, it's our big boy, Vickle. Over the 200-point mark they go. They're starting to send it forward, but this is great. Just stay down. Stay down. You have no reason to do anything right now. Your teammates have got the cross. Stay on your belly and lick some dirt.
Yeah, no, hopefully they've cleaned the floor, but yeah, Journey just locking it down.
Airport floors, can those be clean? I
don't know. I don't want to think about that, actually. Probably get whatever you had this week.
Yeah.
You end up doing a little bit too much of that, but 15 seconds left, and yeah, I mean, full control here. Just heads up play Miami. I mean, a great job throughout those first, 6 hills or so of keeping that lead, even with not having security spawns. LAG fight back, but since then, it's been all Heretics, 11 points away from winning this map 1.
Yeah, they're close to locking it down. But inside and ready to read. Book locked down by Guerrillas. How long can they hold on? Assault doing his best to keep this game going. Trying to play to the end game. Trying to push this to distance and make a miraculous comeback here in this map 1, but still a ton of work to do. But Assault getting it done thus far. 4 in a row for him. Up to 18 and 17. Still holding strong, but you're going to have to be perfect.
Interesting.
You're going to have to be perfect. But yeah, Joe highlighted.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting here. You have 30 seconds left, and you gotta put Heretics into a position of, do we want to go for this scrap time? How do we want to break this? It looks like, who was that? Lucky goes on a crazy angle all the way back playing to find a player watching the cross from Bookstore, was doubled up, and that takes down 1. Gets them in the hill. The players win it through the back. Heretics should win map number 1 right here, and they do it. Took their time. Couple of players go on some routes and they lock it up.
Yeah, I thought we were gonna have another chance to get back into that through LAG, but they got hit with about 3 stuns, look like, as they started to run down that terminal alley. Can't get back in. Big break from Heretics. Nearly a crazy run there from LAG, but that's another one from LAG where you're playing everybody tough. You've had a lot of close maps. Some big wins to go with it, but you need one a lot more right now. You're looking for a big dub if you can. Heretics stuff, they get up 1-0. Solid stuff. Did it start kind of with that 3 and 4 early in the game, or what was kind of the big point for you?
Well, I think just, yeah, I mean, when Heretics, LAG had security side spawn, 4 and 5 near that end of the first rotation. Even with bad spawn Heretics, they were getting time. They were keeping that 60 or 70 point lead. They put the pressure on LAG to have to play for time on plane. And then as soon as that flipped, game was over.
And that, listen, you were the pro, not me. But the question I guess I have is, usually I feel like teams get better at the bad side of stuff. When you have good spawns, right? There's only so much you can do. Hit your shots, you're in a good spot. But teams get better at dealing with the bad side spawns.
No, they do. Absolutely. But I feel like against the best teams, it's just,
it doesn't matter.
It's very hard to do that consistently. You're hoping to steal away a hill.
Yeah.
Maybe not multiple hills. I would say normally at the top, even with bad spawns, the best teams typically just figure out the quickest way to flip you, right? In a punish you if you make a mistake. It's very difficult to do with how sticky that security spawn is on this map.
The stickiest. Very sticky.
It's sticky as that airplane floor can be back there. But yeah, I mean, it's really just right around that point, right? Where it's 140 to 80. They just kept finding time. P5, P1, keeping that lead. And then, yeah, as we go to this second burger, they had the lead, they had control. And I think this is a key map for Heretics, because when we talk about vetoes, right, Invasion is obviously circled time and time again against this team. Their map pool is going to be tested. They were 0-2 on this map coming into it. So it feels like getting a win on the board is key for them with their confidence in their map pool.
Yeah, I think, they've, around your tier list, they've sort of hopped around a little bit as of late. If they are going to compete with your top squads consistently, it's probably going to be around the map pool. They're going to have to widen it. They're starting to show that they can hang with some of the big boys, but we get closer and closer to this Boston Major. I'm excited to see what they're going to be able to do as they continue to be tested, but now you kind of talked about circling that Invasion. We'll have that for map 2, Karachi Control to follow. But a great win there in that map 1, because I saw this as sort of like a trap series. Just you'd have a very hungry Guerrillas, a Heretics riding a little too high, maybe off of an OpTic win, but they come out and they handle business there in map 1.
Yeah, I think maybe if they don't go 0-2 last week, right, they kind of got put into the dirt a little bit, right? Maybe if they go to a 1-1 split, maybe a bit of a trapping, but I just think they're motivated for this weekend to carry into it. But we're going to look at some S&D stats for Lucky and Metals. I mean, kind of just opposites, where you have Metals is that aggressive SMG player, Lucky with that AR, but you can just see how effective they have been in Search and Destroy. I
think you made a really good point, though, because they got brought back to reality a little bit, I think. They're riding high for that first week. Everyone's happy Heretics is back. Vamos this, vamos that. One of the top teams, blah, 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 blah. They didn't beat goddamn anyone. They got a dose of reality last week. Yeah, and I think that's big, though. It is.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, you even heard in the interview yesterday, right? Just our scrims results have not been great, and that is another key.
We don't see that every day.
We don't see that. We have no idea. A week is a roller coaster for all of these teams, because you can just, I mean, listen, we all have days. You have bad days, and if 1 or 2 people have just an off day, that scrim sheet can look ugly, right? So it can be a bit of a roller coaster of a week, but it sounds like it was for them. But yesterday, riding high, trying to keep it in today.
Yeah, I mean, it's just we don't see all the mental highs and lows these guys go through with the full schedule. But listen, you got to be mentally tough if you're going to compete at the top of anything. And that applies to Call of Duty esports as well. You can get into that blender, you can battle your way out of it, but yeah, what an impressive win it was yesterday. Now for Guerrillas. We're chatting through it. Can you take yourself out of this? Can you get a search and destroy win? Can you answer back? You have looked so tough. You've looked so good. You've convinced me. I've looked at Joe and said, they are a good team. I was convinced last week. I was. I'm down myself.
I think they are a solid team. It's just search and destroy. I think when you talk about, you know, some of these mid-tier teams, how are you going to find some of these victories against the top tier? You need to be at least 50-50 in search and destroy. And right now, just 2-5 in S&D. We saw Assault and Estriel really struggling in this game mode. This is a map and mode where there is a ton of VOD on Heretics. How they would like to play it. We saw some big clutches out of them yesterday, some 2v3s, some 1v1s versus OpTic. But the fact is, LAG, they have plenty of film to study going into this map. And well, speaking of that, Diamondcon's going to catch Røkkr on that cross with that first blood. No trophies in round number 1. Estriel hits another nade. Where is that player? Not going to find him, but a quick trade, so into a 2-on-2.
For the 2v2 we go. Cutting down one will be lucky now. Journey, Assault, ring around the rosy we go. The hip fire hits. The fist bumps are out. Heretics hit the round W.
That's what.
So if you wonder why I was distracted for 1 second, I was getting spam called by Amazon because they can't find my place to deliver something. That's why, yeah.
Sounds,
you know, daily battle for me. I was like, why is my phone just going off nonstop in my pocket? I'm just gonna set it over here.
Yeah.
Amazon. Sorry, guys.
It's because you live on the penthouse level.
Dude, I swear. That one time they were like, we searched all 3 floors. We couldn't find your place. I'm like, it's on the 4th floor. Yeah. Oh, delivery woes. Not around 2 we go.
Yeah, just another 1v1. This is what they did so well yesterday. It was a quick trade, not as drawn out of a 1v1, but key to clutch up. And Diamondcon, he's got back-to-back first bloods with grenades. One time it was on a cross. This time it's a spawn car that blows up onto Lucky.
Yeah, perfect. But they'll have, the 4v3 early. Lucky out of it. We're going to get things done from a 3v4 position again, slowly. Layering your way up the map. Playing deep by that B-bomb. Offensively, you'll have Estriel working together with Diamondcon on the hold. But the mid-map is going to get interesting here earlier. It's Fame. Tagged up a bit, or getting some shots in the metals. He's able to stay up, though, for now. Time started when they got 45 seconds to work with. Metal's able to get one. That is a tough gunfight. Everybody extended a clip. Everybody's still alive. 6 HP for Røkkr.
And actually, the nade connects as well. Journey catches Diamondcon, and Assault is still weak back here. So Journey just right through the middle of the map with the heads-up play. They know the player was going to rotate on back. And now you have a situation. Where does Røkkr want to go with this bomb? It looks like they're kind of going back and forth with the comms, and we're into another one-on-one, just not on the same page. I thought he was in a plan A 30 seconds ago. Maybe Journey was thinking the same thing. But all of a sudden, we're into a one-on-one, and that door just got kicked open.
I wonder if there's somebody there. It turns out there is. Round win to LAG. Doors.
I just think that's, you know, maybe the comms were a little hectic there on Heretics, because it felt like Røkkr wanted to maybe help him while he's in the gunfight, had that player weak. Maybe they wanted to go through B through alleyway. I think Journey's like, dude, just go plan A. So just one of those rounds, you gotta be on the same page.
I mean, they made it pretty mixy considering it was a 3v4 early on, thanks to Diamondcon and an explosive vehicle, but not quite enough. The juice goes to Guerrillas. They get the round win. 2 in a row there for Estriel. He has a nice gunny. Well, the first kill to get him into the 1 versus 1. Some lovely shots from him. So nice clutch there from Estriel. Now see if you get a first blood. Okay, well, you're not going to get first blood if you're Heretics. Fame will do that. Run as I open my giant bulb mouth.
I mean, again, this is a team, Heretics, they take some risks on their defense. They have done it on every single map. They're going to try to get pushed up, give themselves map control positioning, just make their reads a little bit easier on defense. Now you can see it's almost like desperation time where they want to run up this A street. Some nades are going to connect, and they're just going to reposition for now.
We'll see how the reposition pays off, because the 4v3 Guerrillas now starting to work this towards B. See if they can be a bit more decisive with the bomb plant compared to what we saw last time with Heretics. Got a tag or 2 into Røkkr, and that is a tough death. You die right on bomb. Røkkr with some truly lovely beams. Now, Bomb obviously in a position you can still get this down, but it changes the round, that's for sure. Now, Lucky falls up with another, it just falls apart. Vickle, I mean, it's a play from Vickle. The shots there to get him on the cross, the bomb changes the round.
Yeah, that happens, and then Lucky finds an opening on the flank to give them a 3 versus 2. But yeah, it kind of just all collapses, right? 30 seconds left in a round. Miami for a while is where are we going to kind of go with this bomb? They're trying to figure out. You're able to spot that player on the cross. And we've seen that time and time again, right? Just that last bullet hits the wall, banging onto the bomb, gets that player down, and then it's just kind of chaos.
Yeah. Well, it'd be one thing if you got there early in the round, but being late in the round, you still have a lot of time to work with. You're up 2-1, and you don't have a first blood yet, I don't think.
No,
so,
you do not.
You feel pretty good because it hasn't been the easiest rounds. Like, you'd fight in tooth and nail for these. Now you're able to get one. First blood comes through. Vickle able to put that up for Heretics. So maybe it goes a little bit easier for you, but still some work to do here offensively.
I just got to avoid those Diamond Con nades as Metals with that arrival. Just going to clear out all the angles where players like to play inside a cafe. And now eyes on that A bomb set. It's going to be coming down to Fame. And he's looking towards the street because Lucky was able to take down to Assault. So he's hoping to find that trade. As soon as he turns, the door is kicked open. And just like that, it's a 1-on-3 for Estriel.
Already at 1v2. Can he somehow work a 1v3? Gonna be tough because bomb is planted. They are spread all over the map. You're just absolutely hunting right now. If you are Estriel, the hunt's not gonna last long. Heretics to get the first blood this time around. It's a much more comfortable round victory here for Heretics. Some stressful ones early on.
Yeah, I mean, some tough timing for Fame, right? You're watching that back door for, I don't know, all of the round, and then Lucky, he starts shooting, and you're like, oh, stay alive. I'll get your trade. As soon as you turn and your teammate dies, then the door flips open. You're like, perfect. Shit, here I am again. Right? Like, this is just such a difficult situation to deal with. He gets caught off guard, and just using their numbers, I like that from Heretics. Just feels like a lot of these teams opt for the B bomb site time and time again. We just saw it from LAG. But even down a man, they got picked. I would just like to see maybe some teams just opt for A a little bit more often.
Sure. We'll see, maybe that comes into play throughout this map too anymore. No early first blood for either team. This one's slow when everyone kind of gets that 50-yard line. We sit still here for a moment.
I don't think that hit him either, so Metals, they don't know his position, but again, yeah, just look at the map position up towards B. How aggressive Metals and Vickle have gotten.
Looks like Bomb's going to be working A, though, at least as of now. People are going to start having to move. You get some information. That's probably why you see number 7 and Vickle wrapping all the way out now, trying to get to a position now where he's able to support on A. So things change a little bit defensively now for Heretics. You're taking a lot of time if you're Guerrillas. You got to make a play. 30 seconds left to go. Now the gig is up. They know where you're at. It's 3 in a row for Lucky as he's looking for number 4. Vickle trying to get a position to help as he rotate off that aggressive position over at B. Early kills go to Journey and Lucky. Another one to Journey. He is frying right now. Last man up, Diamond Con. It looks to be another round easily handled by Heretics.
And again, it just kind of starts with them being able to get in that position B street. That is cut off, right? So they know they can't work alleyways. So the guys middle of the map just watch the crossover towards A. As soon as it's just right off the break. As soon as that happens, they know exactly where they need to go, where the fights are going to come in, and how they want to transition.
Yeah, I mean, it's just easier for us to talk about because we can see the minimap and how it's playing out. But, like, you know, you probably have a chance early in the round to attack A if you're Guerrillas. But by the time you start to, there's 30 seconds left. Vickle's rotated the whole way across the map to now help. It gets a whole lot more difficult. And it's a map that it can be tough to be decisive on, and you sort of wait on a pick at times. It's just the nature of the map.
I mean, you see top right, what, 11 in a row for Heretics. They are now controlling this map number 2, trying to control this series. It's a bit of a slower round with what we just talked about.
Yeah, sort of just waiting. Looking for a pick, playing for info, and then making a decision based on that info. Lucky. Eyes down the street. He gets a kind hello there. So he gets knocked down to 58. Now They try to get a little bit of more information on the other side of it. It's Vickle now kind of peeking to get info. And this is what we're talking about, sort of just playing maybe for a pick, playing for some info. If you get the kill levelly, if not, at least maybe you get dive where somebody is.
Yeah, Nestro's got to stay alive, right? Because if he dies here, if he dies in this position, B bomb set is wide open. You have 2 players over towards A because Assault gets here. The bomb is going down, but what is this timing? You are hoping this could not happen. This should at least turn into a first blood. It does not. Oh, he sat here for how long? Trying to set up that play. Now we're into a retake 4-on-4.
Oh, Salt's like, my bad, guys. Yeah, what were you looking at? I was checking out this Honda Civic guy. I don't know.
Had a flat tire.
Yeah. I was trying to be a good Samaritan, guys. I swear to God.
No, watch Vickle. He goes on a late flank. He could potentially win this round. I think it was Diamondcon kind of waiting for it, but all of Heretics get taken down, waiting for this flank. Now it's a 1 versus 4 to a 1-on-3. Yeah, just not enough time. Well, not enough players for LAG.
It looked a little weird there for a moment, like the plant getting down, not being able to take out the planter, but everything after that's so good there from Guerrillas. And no, I think you nailed it. Like, yeah, the play was around Vickle, but it's just one of those things sometimes with the flank, when the rest of the team dies, you then get a couple of meaningless kills, but you usually don't have much of a chance in the clutch.
Yeah, I thought he got some crazy. I think it was Diamondcon watching sort of that middle alley. He was watching the cross, making sure that didn't happen, but he was already past it. So the play was open, and you know you're in the comms like, just wait for me, wait for me. And while you're waiting, you just get smoked.
Yeah, it happens. 4-2 now to Heretics. Big round there for Guerrillas. Needed that one desperately, as this one just seemed to be coming off the hinges. I think you said like 11 straight kills between Lucky, Vickle, and Journey. And they just look to be much better at this map to that point. But now you get a win if you're Guerrillas. You start to string together more here. I mean, offense is where they've struggled. To just find where they want to attack without there being, what, 20 seconds left in the round and then somebody gets picked.
Yeah, just a different look here out of Heretics. This time 2 players over towards B. You have Metals already beat Dom. Journey courtyard. So really what's wide open right now is this entire A street. They're not obviously going to know that, but maybe throw a couple of shoulders. Estriel with the smoke. There's just a lot of angles to check. And now the clear start. Here comes the attack. They got to find Metals, but there's that crossfire. And Metals is going to win a big one-on-one. Now time to finesse for Metals. It does get taken down, but again, it's one of those situations, 30 seconds, they have to go.
Yeah, at least you come out of this, I guess, if you have a 2 versus 2. If you're Guerrillas, can you clutch this one up? You need to. Badly. The hip fire, my God, that's an ACL, MCL tear. His Assault's knee just gets blown straight off by Vickle. Diamondcon now 1 versus 2. Can he clutch? He's been so good for this team in mode like Hardpoint. Does he have a search and destroy masterclass here? 25 seconds left to go. Eyes on Vickle.
What's tough with this bomb set, right? You have to check the bomb. He goes for the check. He's not on it, but he's near it. Takes down Lucky. 1v1. Still weak, 6 HP. And Vickle, he's got time for the defuse.
That scared me a little bit.
Just popped out of nowhere.
Yeah. Yeah, it kills, what, around 15 seconds? Yeah, 5.1 left. Plenty of time to go. Nearly a great play there from Diamondcon, but you're in position. You can at least collapse, catch him weak. If you are Heretics, now you're a round away from a 2-0 edge.
And that's just a great job by Vickle. Just a couple of times spotting him, getting the info. But the entire time it was, where's the second player? Where's the second player for Diamondcon? Keeping him guessing. He's got to go and check the bomb. And I think it was Lucky, who does a little bit of damage, gives Vickle the advantage in that gunfight.
Yeah, I thought he was going to keep running that way, like towards where he got the first kill. Thinking, you know, how he kept checking, checking right, left. I thought he was going to keep pushing through. But he wraps back to right where he thought someone was going to be, the other player was going to be. But sometimes you're just so weak in those scenarios, you're just scrambling, man. It's just, you're not even really thinking, it's just instincts for a moment at least. Just trying to stay up. Slide in shall, not going to work for Vickle. Estriel gets his 4th.
And he gets away. I mean, that's usually one of those situations where Miami has been so good, is just quick trades, right? Yeah. Keeping even numbers. They go for the trade, but he has already gone in the position.
Just this map in general. Yeah, Respawn's too, just really efficiently trading.
3 versus 4 now, but they go for the 3-on-3, and there's no one there. No one looking over Fame. They're hoping it at least finds one. But Heretics with bomb, they're going to have to go. Which bombs are they going to go to? But Assault with a nice pick. Give them the man advantage. And I think with that, it's all about the A bomb set, but not going to happen. Assault with 2 big picks in the round. There's only 10 seconds left for Journey.
Well, it looks like Assault doing enough to keep them alive in this game, too. Nothing you really do with your Journey. You're 9-4, though. You're having a hell of a map, but not going to be able to take that one. Guerrillas stay alive. Continue to push this one. You have to, what, rip off 4 straight? Check 1, done. But yeah, no, great job by Assault. Because sometimes this map, with all the MCWs, it's just winning your ones. He's able to do that in a couple spots.
Yeah, he's obviously, you're sitting back, Palace, you're going to have a clear advantage, but
True.
Yeah, finding those kills
Yeah.
in that position.
Here I am at my fortress.
Yeah, with the time remaining, which puts them into a tough spot, but that's really this offense. Can they find some success here?
There's that dog, dude. Clear as day. Sometimes I forget about him. I mean, he's there. All right, I come up with a name for him. Good boy. We've got 3 here on this B street. Getting ready to work this. Vickle. Lucky. And Metals have a triangle kind of set up around this. Now they got to try and collapse. You get some tags if your Vickle, but you're going to drop. The others collapse, and it's picked up beautifully. The triangle falls apart as Guerrillas pick it apart. And now it's just down to Journey. Still 9-4. You have to be involved in this round. Bomb's going to get planted. He's going to be stunned. There's the challenge. That's 2 of 4 now.
I mean, that just starts with that first kill, right? Again, you're in a kind of position. You have a lot of help here, does Vickle. He has 1 player looking over him, 1 player middle alley, but as soon as he goes down first without maybe a first blood, those numbers start to dwindle. Maybe the 1 player's not ready for that gunfight. I think it was Metals trying to, get into that pinch quickly with the rival 9. But a nice job by LAG. They needed to find some success on offense. They do there.
Heretics slow the momentum. How big of a comeback this would be for Guerrilla is just, get that tough map 1 loss. You're down in a big hole here in Search and Destroy, and you're able to bring this back. So to win 2 rounds, though. 1 more that you get to around 11. Can you get it done here defensively?
All right, Assault's back. He's back into his spot.
Him and his Honda Civic chilling, vibing. Tires repaired.
Is it? I don't know. I guess it might be the curb. I think you're right. I think it is fixed. It is fixed. Might need some other air on the other one, though.
Yeah, tire pressure light is most certainly on in this war-torn street. Is that a piece of glass I drove over? No, it's a grenade. But Assault just waiting to pounce, but it's Estriel with the grenade. It's able to find the opener right on the other side of this blockade. He's got company. Assault close enough, he can tickle him. Now they start to tickle. Who's the best tickler? He's gonna get 1, then he gets dropped though. But we get down to a 1 versus 3. It's just Metals looking like around 11. That's exactly what it's gonna be. Guerrillas get it done. They push it to around 11. Now can they get that 4th straight round to get the dub?
Yeah, tickle fight goes their way. But yeah, just the first blood. It's Estriel. It was Estriel, a couple of defenses ago. He finds the first blood B street. He does it here again on Vickle, the 1 player on that street. As soon as that first blood comes in and there's like no trade, all the info is given to LAG. 30 seconds left. This is an A hit. And they had the perfect setup for that A hit this time through. But they're going to have to win another offense.
Well, they needed to do something just, get a little more efficient with those first bloods. So they had some in the early going, right? They couldn't actually turn into wins. Now they're doing it. 4 in a row for Fame, 3 in a row for Estriel. You've got all the momentum in the world if you're Guerrillas, but if you're Heretics, you were in complete and utter control of this Search and Destroy until you let it slip away these last 4. Can you turn it up again for this round 11?
Well, this is the 4 positions you have from Metals and Journey. Both in spots where they should at least find 1, you would hope. The other 2 players playing very passively, A Street and B Street. Estriel may know something is up as soon as he gets to like that B-Dom tank and is like, I'm kind of here for free, so check your corners.
Yeah, well, I mean, just when you're playing this team, kind of like I'm...
Yeah, no, without a doubt. And maybe that's the info, right? So they should have an idea. Maybe there's a player cafe. We're just going to have to find him.
He is still tucked away. Bomb carrier Estriel trying to figure out how he's going to play it, and they find him. Fame with a big win. Journey going to get sniffed out. Now we start to get going. 5 in a row. 4 Fame within this game, 2. 20 seconds to work with. Metals, though, able to pick 1. Keeping him within this game. Will the nade end up doing any damage? It's not going to hit. I thought it looked good for a moment, but to 3 versus 3 we go. You got a trophy out on the bomb to cover him. That timing I thought was horrible. For a second, I thought he was dead to rights, but he's able to stay up. You re-engage if you are Guerrillas. On the flank, gets Metals, doing all the dirty work. He's able to get 2 in this one. 2v2, cruise missile, though, on to Fame. Vickle now, last one up.
He's got a trophy, though, right? He threw a trophy out.
Might do it.
He threw a trophy out.
Might do it.
I think this might be too slow.
He's still there. He got it.
Oh, he does get it. Yeah, it was too slow. He gets it. He just hops it right away. Nobody checks the bomb. I know you're in a cruise missile, but if you're in a cruise, maybe the other person should check it.
Maybe, just maybe. It's a collapse for Guerrillas, dear. Oh, holy macaroni and cheese. You rip off 3 straight to get there. You need the 4th to get the win.
Assault does, he turns the corner, and you can see the missile, it lands in a spot where the trophy doesn't eat it.
Bro, they're just having fun. Look at these guys. They're loving it.
I mean, they can't believe he won that round. And we can't believe he wins that round. Just hops the bomb. It's like, screw it. I mean, and we've seen that before where you call it a cruise, and with how long it just kind of takes to open the laptop, get on the telephone, hey, operator, bring this thing down in, and then he's eaten by a trophy. Won't happen in the future updates, but on this one, that trophy will eat those missiles.
Woo! It is a wild one. I mean, listen, Heretics, man, they were in utter control. It's up 5-2. I mean, props to Guerrillas to bring it back, but then it's almost like, God, if I'm a Guerrillas fan, but I would just lose 6-2. Like, don't bring me through. Don't put me through that.
Dude, losing round 11 and you have 8 first bloods. 8.
Listen, I'll be honest, I tracked like the first 3, and after that, sort of lost track of it. It was
because there's a diamond common nade spots, dude. Yeah. Whatever he's doing, you should copy that.
Yeah. 8 first bloods and a round 11 loss. That is a tough one. It's some close maps. I mean, 250, 207, 6-5. The nature of Call of Duty esports, heartbreak. LAG.
Victory.
Yeah. True. But no, it's been a really fun series so far. Some dramatic moments in both of our maps, but it's just weird because I guess I thought like kind of last week, that's what we were talking about. Like, you know, you've been so close for your Guerrillas. You've been so close, but like you need your second win, right? You just got to get a win. You look good, but you've won. You get
2 wins. They have 2 wins.
No. The second, I'm saying before that. Like last week we were talking, like you need to get a second win. Like you need this one. They do it, and now it's just like we're right back to we're playing people tough.
Right.
Some tough maps, but
again, that search and destroy. 2 and 6 now. Just got to get better, and that one should have absolutely been a win. Just I mean, you're hoping to check that.
You know what I'd tell you? Probably to win your searches, probably 8 first blood sounds great.
Yeah, no, it does sound fantastic.
All right, well, that is going to do it at least for the map 2. We've got a 2-0 edge right now. Heretics up. Guerrilla's going to have to battle back, and they're going to have to do it through control. We'll see if they can bring it back, because Heretics and the Vamos are riding high off the 3-0 victory over OpTic. How high can this Heretics team climb? Welcome to the Call of Duty League. You have been an absolute blast to watch. We got a break. Map 3 up next.
The Call of Duty Week is brought to you by Monster Energy, the official energy drink of the CDL. Don't miss out on all the action at the first Call of Duty League Major, hosted by the Boston Breach, this January 25th to the 28th at the MGM Music Hall at Fenway in Boston. Scan the QR code on the screen or go to callofdutyleague.com for more info. Start the season strong with the Call of Duty League Pack. Grab yourself the CDL Operator, Weapon Blueprint, and so much more. Check out the Call of Duty store in-game now.
Welcome back. We're ready for map 3, and so far, Heretics, they are in control. Up 2-0. It's been some close and gritty maps, some frustrating ones for Guerrillas. We'll see if they can bring it back. But as we get ready for control, we're going to take a look at some of the defensive control stats for either team. Joe, take me through it.
Well, I mean, you know, it's solid for LAG. Right around 50%. You probably want that a little bit better depending on the maps that you play. But Miami Heretics 10-3. Their defense has looked fantastic. 77, almost 77% winner ratio right there. KD off the charts. But I think, you know, we're on Karachi control. What stood out yesterday was their attack and how aggressive they were versus OpTic. I mean, they just kept flying at B over and over again. And there was a couple of situations where they had an OpTic player just like middle of the map, maybe just like waiting for a transition over to A. It just never happened. They just kept going B. So, I mean, I think if you're LAG, you have to block those B spawns.
I think sometimes like just the pace of that can just, it can exploit teams, you know, just that are, maybe the comms are a little bit off or you're reacting a little bit slow. Like that pace of it just, that's when you've got to be on point, just dealing with that. Like they're going to create some chaos. Like Heretics are just by the way they want to play. And I'm sure there's frustrated play against us.
Even like one of their breakoffs over at A was just a 4-stack A right away. Just different than what we have seen. They were just like, screw it, let's just get done with this A point, have the most time that we have to work B, throw some a little bit different. Obviously, they may not do that in round number 1 when you don't have some trophies, because that would take a couple of nades, and that would deal with your entire team. But already 2 takes in. Fickle gonna find the first kill of the round. Trade's starting to go this way, and Estriel has been such a great control player on the year, and he's able to find 2.
Well, he stopped A from being done completely clean. Now you're starting to try to work out of this. You got to deal with Estriel, able to do that, able to deal with Assault as well and sort of push out of this. Now going to flood right towards B. So this is kind of what you were talking about. When they find their opportunities to do it, they are going to hit it.
Lucky never died off the start, right? He was like bottom chicken side, he was bridge, he jumps into P4, and then he's just like, I'll just meet you guys over at B. I'm going to go right through the middle alley. 1 trophy is through. He does get taken down, but they're just trying to work this objective. Fame, though, on the pinch with a big pick on the Vickle.
That's all right. You just spawn up, you head right over to A. So Lucky will head that way. And how long can Joedecieves be a thorn in the side? I thought he might win that one, but the shot's a little bit better there at Estriel. Well, he just gets the headshot, I think is really what the difference in that gunfight is. But that will be A done. Now the pressure going to have to start to build towards B. You have a 3-life advantage if you are Guerrillas. Tons of time on the clock to work with, though, if you are Heretics. And we'll see if they can just get it into sort of that sprint that they want to get it into.
Yeah, and this is like some of the key gunfights, right? Because they want to spawn jump. They want to spawn close to this B point. Nice win there. But still a couple of more players to deal with LAG. Because if you get through this cleanly, that's when you'll get those closer spawns with the attacking team.
Nice snap.
But right now, LAG doing a very good job just effectively trading over towards red.
Oh, I think you nailed that perfectly. Just trade was there every single time, and now it allows you to push out a little bit. Now Diamond's catching you sprinting. 5-2, well, it's 5 in a row there for Diamond Con. A lovely display of skill there.
Stun hits, nade hits the trophy, so you're still 2 HP. You were 32 HP and then 2 HP, so you've been very weak. Trying to find number 6 and that cruise missile. Has a key one-on-one here versus Journey. Journey just prones. Kind of just misses him, but nice teamwork from Fame.
Yeah, get some help in there. Try to keep your guy alive. See if maybe he can earn a score streak. Not going to happen. Vickle will then get the kill. Sitting all the way back defensively, still clearing out stuff. You see Estriel's there deep, and now Estriel's going to have some stuff to work with here. They're starting to fly towards him. He's only got 18 HP to work with. That will not be enough to do it. Diamond tries to get back off and make the rally. Not going to happen. 3 straight through for Heretics, so they'll have control inside at least for now. They'll be able to stop the clock at 24.1, and maybe just some progression. Maybe you don't win the round, but maybe you can get some more ticks on the board. There's one, Joe.
And this is what you want. Lucky spawns up, and he's already here to help. Now you have a couple of players on the point. Second tick almost done. Metals and Vickle have done such a good job in this spot, staying alive, dodging nades, winning gunfights while we journey as well. And there we go. They find their opening. They win the round.
Yeah, it's just like lightning strikes. Like, it just happens quick. They get control. What's 5 in a row, I think, for Vickle at the tail end of that. But you said it. Great job just playing their lives, fighting from these windows.
Somebody's doing a backflip right there.
Very acrobatic are our athletes, our players. Just, it's impressive.
Yeah.
You've seen how I can move.
Right, yeah. No, athlete.
And I'm just a commentator. That's the first word that comes to mind when you see me, right?
Yeah, athlete.
Yeah, I've heard that. Oh, look like young Rob Gronkowski.
You guys might be the same age. I don't know. Actually, not sure.
Oh, God. One more round needed for Heretics, and they'll seal this up with a 3-0 victory. We're not quite done yet. Guerrillas, you know, they can turn it on. The drop of a hat. You need that hat to drop. You need to drop soon, though. And by soon, I mean right now. Right now would be good.
Yeah, responding with an offensive round win would be huge for them. So far, very, very controlled, just taking their time. Working this A point, just pausing the clock. Second tick is in. Now you have 2 players on it. Shit done with it. Vickle still trying to find that cruise missile if he can. But 2 minutes and 20 seconds to work with. There is number 6. Cruise will be in.
Oh, FaZe will be able to get 2 off of that site. They'll have it done now. What? Early over there will be Estriel. So now Estriel's going to deal with like the alley side push. Trying to cook some nades, maybe greet him, see if they can ding him off. Thinking maybe he's in the corner, but he's in the other one. And, well, they're able to deal with him without losing anybody. Next up will be Assault, though. Can he deal with maybe a few weak players? What he's hoping. We don't really know how much damage Estriel actually got in, but it looked like some bullets were flying at least.
I mean, great teamwork there. Like, Heretics kind of know, right? You had Lucky pushed up red, and he's like, all the middle of map's open. They could be on B, checker corners, nade your spots. You saw a stun, a nade. They double hop that dumpster to try to find Estriel, and they did exactly that.
Time it well. It's just split enough where you're like, who am I targeting first? Doesn't end up taking down anybody. Beautifully done by Heretics. But now the next bit of pressure starts to build here for Guerrillas. Kind of lurking in between their entire push will be Metals. We'll see when he's going to start to pounce. There'll be a junk side fight up first. FaZe able to take out Journey. Metals looks like he's going to find his angle now. So Metals gets involved. Metals is now going to drop. What a Guerrillas got in the bag here.
Yeah, Heretics, no, they're just kind of looking for FaZe. They're waiting for him on the pinch. The where they were spawning, they knew somebody was working the flank, but he wasn't near the point. So 3-0 down as soon as they find FaZe. He's going to spawn back up. Diamond, now the last player inside of red. And with those couple of kills, maybe some forward momentum for FaZe to try to maybe find some spawn kills. But yeah, they're just going to try to find this one player. Not able to do so there. A team shot comes in from Estriel, but every single time someone gets pushed forward, Heretics deal with it.
Yeah, no, well, it's just always been like one. But I guess that happens when Heretics got 1-4, though you got a killer. You got a couple kills, right? And that was the difference. They haven't been able to do that, so, yeah. Great point there. 20 seconds left to go. It all comes down to this for Guerrillas, or your 3-0-3-0 bopped right out of this one. They've just found no opening. 14-6 for Vickle. He's been efficient in this one. Team fire there with Journey. Now he's got to clear them out of the point. Pistol popping, not hard enough, but the teammates there to finish off the kill. Just 10 to go, Joe.
Yeah, you don't want to lose, obviously 2 rounds in a row, being down 0-2. The LAG still have a chance, maybe here. They have the life advantage, but again, just how efficient these SMGs can be around the point. So I love seeing this out of Heretics, just how good they can be. Journey and Metals have clutched up yet again, so they're going to go up 2-0.
And now you're closer, just getting smoked out of this one.
But again, just all of these sort of nuanced situations, just one player working the pinch, whether it's on offense or defense. Heretics, they've been so good in that area, either finding that player or as soon as that player gets a kill, everyone attacking that B point and getting onto it together.
Yeah, we've seen really good looks at Heretics from both sides of it. Now, if you're Guerrillas, like you've seen both sides, how can you make adjustments now to maybe get your round wins? You've got to rip off 3 straight control rounds, 3 straight maps if you're going to get a victory in this. But we go to mid-map, where Mr. Metals will be dancing with disaster.
Here's that look, 3 players on it. It's not all 4. As Journey's going to be looking, but they're going to try to get done with this quickly. And with that kill, this just helps the transition over be a little bit easier. They know Journey has some position, and LAG are like, all right, we have to try to find this one player. They do. As Estriel, he's up to 11 and 10.
Yeah, they're just like, give me every second available, because you give us enough chances at this, we're going to break through, right? Like, it's like, we're going to chip away at this until we find a hole, or until we just get you on the back foot enough that there's a misplay. Let's see this start to build. Vickle continues to eat his 15. Nice snap there onto the second, too. Assault gets ripped out of the window. Double positive now is Vickle.
Yeah, maybe here's that opening. Now he's trying to wait for his teammates. That's going to be 3 dead. Now off a spawn.
Pretty damn open, Joe.
Yeah, here comes the rest of LAG. He has the read on the one player up top, but who was that Diamond Con with the first kill in the alleyway, so he gets caught. So LAG have done a good job taking down 3 players, but Lucky's still alive. Trying to just get the tick, maybe. Not gonna happen.
Yeah, so you get the clearance. It looked like a massive opening there for a moment, but you said Guerrillas deal with it well. That's done. Yeah, you can't hide from that.
That's the second one.
Just, okay.
Still gets kill.
He does, but Metals will get the follow-up too. That looked frustrated, dude. He's like trying to hop out. Like, just stuns hitting him. Nice centering there from Metals, but Diamond just laying prone, able to catch him.
And just that the first 2 bullets from Metals on that gunfight. Just a little bit off, tries to recenter. But again, you have so much forward positioning here. If you are Heretics, they can just constantly are going at this with this close spawn. You can see all the players spawning on up, and you're just going to go right back towards this. But maybe with Estriel, can set up a little bit better of a defense here, but always a trade from Heretics.
No, you're right. So jump control and go and go and go and go and go and go. And even when it feels like they have 3 or 4 down, like, yeah, the spawn is just so close. Again. So you're just going again. We just keep on going until we can't go no more. You only have 11 lives left for Heretics, 12 on the other side of it.
They got to try to slow things down with the time and the lives, but now they're on the point. LAG, they're going to have to retake this, and well, the timing does not go Estriel's way. Vickle with the first pick. The trophies are down. We're on the point. Give us the junk spawns all day long. That is a 3-0 for the Heretics.
It's like they're chopping wood, just chopping a tree down, just hacking away. Eventually, it's going to fall. Like, they just keep the pressure there. It is all smiles for Heretics. It's another 3-0. They're a fun team to watch, man. I think it's just, listen, we've mentioned it 100 times, just the passion, like just how excited they were when they win, the friendship it seems to be. I love it.
Well,
give me more of that.
Even this year, it's just the pace they play with.
Yep.
You know, it's a little bit different than some of the other teams that we see. Metals and Journey are just not afraid of flying with rivals in certain scenarios, and we're seeing it again here on Karachi.
Yeah. Well, I think sometimes people are just scared, I don't know, too scared about, worried about their KD or having a bad death, or they're just like, listen, I'm going to hit it. Even if I die, it's information or an opening for my teammate. Like, they just go. It's great.
Well, and I think in that scenario, right on Karachi control on attacking, it's sort of like, we have this spawn, we have to use it.